followed a lot of their being their first plus size curvy model.
You couldn't let anyone know the things that you were going through, whatever you shared.
The Bible says, but the God of all grace, hallelujah, and after you suffered a while, how many have
choice to write your own story? Would you write it, or would you let someone else have the pen?
Welcome. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her BFF, where we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We are grateful for you. Let's see who we got going on today. Good morning. I know Chanel better be in here. Where's she at? Where my sister? Well, of course, we got another great segment to come in. We're going to come. Hey, Tara. Good morning, my girl. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, I got my cup of coffee. I had to go back to the Great Value because what my sister sent me is all gone. Yep, now all my coffee's gone. And, of course, I got my Equal. I have started and continue to drink the Equal, leaving the sugar alone. I am so grateful. I do every once in a while. I slip a little bit, and I might get a little sugar and some candy or something. But I think I'm doing well because I'm not using as much sugar and some original creamer. I'm actually just liking the taste of the coffee in itself. I don't really go into the flavors no more. It's so weird though how my taste buds has changed. Hey, Daddy. Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning.
Well, BFF, what's going on, girl? I feel for you this morning, but go ahead.
Well, first and foremost, I am drinking some. I'm actually drinking tea this morning. I'm drinking some chamomile stress relief tea. Of course, you guys know I'm sugar free, so I did the my Equal, and I have a ginger shot in here as well, and it's actually really good. It's actually really, really good. You said you feeling for me this morning? Yeah. So I'm G-Ma. I'm G-Ma all day long, and when I get an opportunity to spend some time with my grandbabies, I get so excited and everything. Well, two of my grandbabies have hit high school. One is a freshman, and the other one is a sophomore. So, man, I thought they break dates, and so I'm like, I was excited. I'm going to go spend some time, take my grandson to lunch, and he said, "Oh, I'm at my friend's house. I don't know when I'm coming home." Oh, well, that's just a letdown for me, but gotta let them grow up. So at the end of the day, I told him, I said, "Have fun. I love you. I'm gonna drop off what I need to drop off, and I'm gonna keep it rolling today and come on back home and just relax." So
I'm disappointed this morning. I'm like, what's going on there? I can't have lunch with my grandson. I said, oh.
Well, you know how I am about my babies.
I know how you are about your babies. I know. But I understand because I had mine during the summertime, and it's like now that she back in school, I can't get her, and it feels so. I
That
mean,
quality time.
yeah, that
Yeah,
time is
yeah.
gone, baby. You gotta wait till a whole nother summer. And for my babies, I know one thing: we do a lot of little things together, and it's just hard when you just sitting around looking, twiddling your thumb, and wondering when the next time you're gonna be able to spend some time.
Right.
I understand BFF.
Because
I'm sorry.
they're getting their life together. High
Yeah.
school is that pivotal time. So I'm excited for them that they have friends and that they,
Um,
their calendar is filling up. So all I can do is say, remember Gma over here? Add
One time they
me.
was like, G-Ma, can you? Now they're like, bye, G-Ma.
Yeah, add me in on a date or two. So
I love
that's
it.
kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
But on another note, on a serious note, a couple of months ago, Marvina and I spoke to you guys about these truckers that's going missing. And unfortunately, they did find the latest trucker. He was found somewhere near Arkansas and unalived, and he was by a tree with a rope. So there's an investigation going on into that. And and so there has got to be accountability. That's number one. And then secondly, a safety system. Something has to go into play that when these truckers find themselves getting into some type of trouble, they're able to reach out to someone. Because this is happening a lot, and it's not being reported on heavily, but it's a lot of us, a lot of African American truckers that are going missing across the country. So just want to bring awareness to that. And then last but not least, the new statistics for AIDS is out. 2025, Atlanta, Georgia is number one again in new reported AIDS cases. 2025, we are just now in August. And we have the highest reported number of new AIDS cases for 2025, with over 3,000 of those being in Atlanta, 3,200 being in DeKalb County, and about 1,800 new cases in Riverdale. And the statistics, they just go on, and Gwinnett is a very high number as well. And that's very alarming, especially in this day and age. But what's even more alarming than that is that the age range has changed. It was 13 to 40, which that is alarming. But now it is saying children ages 11, between the ages of 11 and 40. 11 years old. I want you guys to think about that. We have people, we have to do better. These are babies. These are babies, and you have to protect yourself as well. Stop being afraid to go to the doctor and get tested. If I feel like this right here, safety. If you're not worried about everybody else, be worried about yourself, and you should be worried about others when you're being sexually active. You should go to the doctor, get regular checkups, and ask them to run a test on you, and so that you know what your status is. That's where I'm at.
11. What they doing having with 11? Who's having sex with 11-year-old who got AIDS? I mean, that's crazy. I mean,
Sex trafficking is at an all-time high
yeah, that's true
in
too.
Atlanta. Unfortunately, Atlanta is number one for sex
It
trafficking
sure
cases as
is.
well.
It sure is.
Oh,
I mean, they even announced it in the airport to watch out for sex traffickers because they give you signs.
yeah.
Take our test to work at the airport. They literally show you signs of what to look for to see if sex trafficking, something might go wrong. They always talking about it. And let me say this truck driving stuff is really getting to me because one of my sons is actually looking to get his CDL, and he's talking about doing long distance driving. And he loved my brother because my brother has been doing it for years, and he said that he wanted to pattern himself after my brother and get out there. And now I'm like, I don't know about that because I mean, I even seen it on TikTok where they had this guy in a field, and he's screaming, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill
Mhm.
me. I seen it on TikTok, and it's just ridiculous that you can't be safe doing anything nowadays. Everybody's out here to get something. Why are you killing people? For what? For what reason? I mean, they're trying to make a living for their family. You up here trying to take their lives. That's
Yeah.
just, to me, it's so crazy. And this stuff just have to stop, and
Yeah.
you're right, Yolande. I mean, about the AIDS is happening everywhere, but for
Yeah.
some reason, Atlanta is so free. We come in and able to become whoever you want to be. I was in a bathroom and I'm in a women's bathroom, and I know, I can't discriminate, but the guy, he's a transgender, and how do you come and say to a transgender that they can't come into the women's bathroom because they see themselves as a woman? So it's so easy to come here and be whoever you want to be, and for whatever reason, you know, um, sex, whoever you're having sex with is welcome. Children, it's sad, and I'm so sad that we have to go through
Yeah.
that. Atlanta is a Mecca place where you tell, yeah, come to Atlanta. It's the Mecca place. It's the Mecca. Well, what is it showing you? As far as Mecca place where
Yeah.
sex and all that stuff is out of hand. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, we got a great, great, great. Let me say this. This my baby. My baby
Yeah.
girl, come on here. This my first baby. This my baby. This my baby that's getting ready to come in here and show and talk to y'all and empty y'all bag. And I am so enlightened, excited, and so grateful that he's going out here. He's getting ready to open up some doors on this stereotyping situation that's going on. And who's a great person to do it is someone who's been going through something and he needs to get it out. So let me tell y'all, I'm not gonna go on and continue to open and jack, but I got chills through my body because this is my first baby. This is my baby. I was changing his diaper
Yeah.
when he was.
This gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one, baby. And all who knows him, and all who do know him and watching, share the love. And the ones who don't know him, I'm ready to introduce a great man. Not only is he a man, he's a man of God. He's a man that
Mhm.
knows where he's going. He's a man that knows what it takes to be what he wants to be in life.
Good
And I'm
morning,
gonna keep
Cindy.
on stop talking, and I'm gonna bring him on in. I don't have no comics, no nothing. I'm just gonna bring my baby in. Here he is. There he
Good
is. Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's up, aunties?
morning. Hey,
Hey,
baby.
baby.
How y'all doing? Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning. God is good, man. I am so
Yes.
excited for this segment. Before we get started and before we get all in there, I know you got a cup of something. What you got a cup you drinking on right on now, right now? Hey,
Uh,
Sydney.
this is Cafe Brusan.
What's that?
Bustelo. Bustelo. That's
Who's
my
that?
coffee.
This.
Coffee Bustelo. Yeah. I graduated from Maxwell and Folgers. I want the strong stuff. I think it's from Arabia. I don't know. It's a different kind of strong in my coffee. I had to get up this morning. I wanted to be fully alert. I wanted to be attentive, and I wanted to represent my Lakers all day, every day.
All day. Go ahead, like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm so excited. All right, so before we get on, you know the question. Can I ask you a question, nephew?
What's up, Auntie?
What's in your bag, boy? What's in the bag?
What's in my bag is changing the narrative on black fathers.
Mm.
Yes.
We take care of our kids. The
Yes.
millennials have changed the narrative, and it needs to be said and shared and spoken and shared to its common language and slang that black men take care of their children now.
Amen.
We
Yes.
can no longer be under. our fathers, we can no longer be under their umbrella, and we need to have a new training of thoughts to our young ladies, and we need to recognize all the young men that have changed the narrative and sacrificed what they had to sacrifice and learn how to be fathers in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 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 Come
That's
on.
what
Come
that's what
on
I'm
with
here
it.
to represent. That's what's in my bag. And a couple things that I wanted to touch on when I got in here because um, I started off as a teenage father, and I didn't have a father in my life, so I didn't have a lot of coaching or things. I had a father figure in my life, but he wasn't. I didn't have my biological father who fit who I am and my profile. So within my childhood, I I always realized things that I was lacking. I realized things that I wanted. I realized that things that were the way that they was because I didn't have anybody that I could say said that really kind of owned me and took care of me and talked to me and like I was never somebody's. You know what I'm saying? I was everybody's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had aunt, uncles, my sister, pops, things like that. But I always had a different mind than a lot of people around me, and they used to say I had an old soul, and so I grew up always thinking of things that I was gonna do when I had my kids. You know what I'm saying? God
Mm-hmm.
blessed me with a lot of vision and you know a lot of foresight and goals. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a struggle because I didn't have any blueprint to go on. So that goes back to what I really want to go to. I don't want to go too far off topic, but certain things I think that once young fathers get to know these certain things, they can do better. So like I always feel like young fathers don't understand the rules of being a father, an unmarried father. If you play basketball, you know the rules of how to win. If you shoot dice or whatever you do, is rules, and once you know the rules, you try to win.
Right.
With fatherhood and child support, it's no rules. It's nobody ever teach us the exact rules, and nobody
Mm-hmm.
knows. So one of the things that people need to tell young fathers, and when they get into these things of these rules are set before you ever thought to be a father. So no matter how you emotion, you can't fight any of these things with emotion, because
Mm-hmm.
as long as you stay in your emotions, you're never getting anything done, and you're never getting anything done in order for you to have sanity in the future with your child. You have to realize that until you learn the game, until you learn what you have to do to be on equal foot, and you have to also realize that it's 70-30. It's 70 moms, 30 men. We love to think it's 50-50. It's not 50-50. So
Wow.
you have to know that. And you have to accept that. Because
Wow.
the more you keep not accepting that, oh, this is my child, this is the longer things pile up on you. And the
Wow.
more
Mm-hmm.
resentment you get and the more bitterness you get towards the person that you had your child with. Once you know that, once I lay with you and I put a child in you, the ball is in your court. And as
That's
men,
right.
we have to own that. We can't
Mm-hmm.
live off it's not fair. Because once we get off that it's not fair, then we can move on to how we have to move in order to make it fair enough for us.
Mm.
We can't sit and limber over, oh, child support is killing me, this and that. What you have to get into the mindset, these are one of the points that I was trying to make. early into this childhood and this child support, you have to realize I have to make more money than child support. I
That's
can't
right.
I can't live off this little bit and child support's taking it and now I'm resentful, I'm bitter. You have to say when this first comes, you have to sacrifice. And that's what this parenting to me in my life has been mostly about the sacrifice. What how much am I willing to give of myself to my children in order for them to grow and to being better people? Because
Ooh, come on now.
I can always say I tried my best, but did I really try my best? No, I really partied and did what I had to do. I really did this and did enough. So the more you sacrifice and the more you learn and the more mistakes you make, the more you realize. So I'm trying to be one of those person that actually say it in words to the next people and
Yeah.
not expect the young kid to know these things because the way it happens where the bitterness break is the guy overloves the kid and then the kid turns into a weapon to hurt back and then now we into a whole bitterness situation.
Wow.
Wow.
So you have to always own it and you have to say, okay, this is my for 18 years I ever lived, they need $500. Am I gonna keep getting $600 and crying that I only got $100 left? Or am I
Hmm.
going to go to me a little trade school so I can wind up getting money where $500 turn to $50 to me? See, it's
Mm.
about the mind frame. And if we don't teach young people the mind frame of acceptance and working around it, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? They've changed a lot of laws now, but none of these things that's changing and these mind things that I'm telling you is once you do these, then you can still enjoy your children and raise them correctly, and they don't represent the parent that's hurting you.
Mm.
You
Mm.
see
Yes.
it as the parent that's hurting you, you can't fully engage them and do what you. Everything is work. I gotta pick you up. I gotta this and that because one feel like they not doing enough. They feel that, and only person that's suffering is the child.
Mm.
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 And one of the last, I don't know how much time we got, but
Go ahead, baby.
one of the last things that I wanted to talk about is the significance of bringing fathers back into the lives of the children as it being a norm again.
Yes.
So we got to the point where it's just was regular to just have a baby, y'all
Mm.
ain't together, don't even might even not even last but don't want child support, y'all hate each other for 18 years, and
Mm.
come back. We need to get back to the norm of the mom knowing, hey, if I want my son to be a certain kind of way, he definitely gonna need his father. If I want my daughter to be a certain kind of way, she's definitely gonna need her father to come in on the things that I don't see.
Mm.
Hmm.
If you see things like they say, moms see their daughters in different ways. They see them as a younger them. They want the things that they wanted to do, and the dad always has to bring it in. And if you can make it work as a co-parent, and it's not as enemies,
Hmm.
great things can still come. But everybody needs to have a situation and get back to saying it's okay to sacrifice for the kid. You don't have to be for him because you have kids with him. Well,
Mm.
if I ever have kids and my daughters, I mean, ever have grandkids, they get married and they break up, we not beefing.
Just
Mm.
yeah.
You have yourself into a career in which when you have this kid, you're gonna have your family, your father at least, and your stepmom, and we're gonna help raise it as a family. We're gonna get back to that to where your life ain't sitting here mad because you so worried about what
Mm.
you're not doing that you can't even focus on your child because you're still feel like you're left with it. No, we're gonna change it and go back to a family. and we
Mm.
all helping, and you won't. And when and if he wants to be a father, he can be a father on his own. He can help on his own. But our life is not going to be focused on anger. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes. Yes.
and all of these stuff, because that stuff seeps into the child. You know,
Yes.
and as men, like I was saying about stepping up. Once we say we decide we're gonna do this, and when this baby's here, sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah.
And us as fathers, the millennium fathers, we can tell them that. That's why I said we need to be back in it, because we remember when we was young, we seen the transition, we seen all of that, and now we're back. We need to be able to tell our kids about this. Yo, listen, I was a child support kid, this, that, and the third. You don't necessarily have to live to hurt. If you know, like, this is what I'm saying when I mean a healthy co-parenting. The judge say $1,000 a month, but you know your kid's father working at Publix and trying to have a 1 bedroom. You can say, no, judge, I'll take six, because you know
Mm.
he love his kids and he can't
Mm-hmm.
afford that. So then he turns around and say, "Well, thank you. I can do more things now, and y'all got a healthy co-parenting." Because we
Mm-hmm.
kids before us brought a, oh, he ain't nothing. Put his ass on top. That's what it was as growing up, and now now those parents that saying that are grandmothers now, great grandmothers now, and grandmas are starting to see, okay, these dudes do pick up their kids now. You see the kind of changes, and I'm pretty sure a lot of, I don't know if anybody touching on it, but it's not cool not to take care of your kids now.
Yeah.
That
That's right.
is for us as men. We now are holding men accountable. Where your son at? You don't take care. We talk about, like, you don't even take care of you fresh, but so we need the whole narrative to start changing. So that's
Yes.
there really to speak on, because when you look at music videos and you see award shows and everything, if you haven't noticed, everybody's with their kids now. The
Mm-hmm.
Everybody kids are famous now. There's no more, oh, this guy don't take care of these kids now. Everything's on Front Street. Everybody know that if they didn't have a dad, they remember now, and they like, I'm not doing that to mine. So,
Mm.
that's all I wanted to represent.
Oh man, you still got time, man. Let me say this, nephew, because see, I know the story. You know me, I know the story, and I get it. But do you find that because your dad wasn't actually in your life like you wanted, because I know you wanted to know your history, you wanted to know what you was about, that now you taking more understanding that you have to give that to your children, especially your son. Do you
Mm,
find that that is really where you at today? And I know everybody's taking care of their children, but I want to talk about you. Do you feel that that is why, because of the absence of your father, or is just something that you feel that you have to do?
No, I absolutely feel that, because my legacy starts with me. I have no male anything. I don't have a male. I don't know who. I don't know. I know who he is, but he didn't raise me. I don't know who his father is. I don't know who my mom's father is. I was like, so far as males and for me biologically, it starts with me.
Right.
So my whole life is going to be the legacy of my family. So everything that I do is so my sons and my daughters can tell their kids, and they can be brought up in these.
I lost you. Can you hear him?
Mm-mm.
We lost you. You
Lost.
don't hear him. We lost you.
It went to mute. I got you.
But
Get me? Yeah, I
Uh-huh. We
said,
hear you.
and and I my the way that I've been brought up, and out of the necessity of the way that I was brought up, I come off aggressive to women that's not used to men like me. You know what I'm saying? It comes off as intimidating, and I understand that, but I don't change it, because I feel like everybody around me needs somebody that's solid and
Hmm.
that's that actions have showed what they're talking about, and you can. There's no mystery to their history. So you know me, you know what I've been through, you know what I fought for, you know what I'm about, and so when I say things, um, and when I stand on things, I just hope that it could be I can be the one guy or a guy that somebody can say in a positive light that's in their family that they know personally, not nobody that you got to go reach all the way out to the stars. Like my
Mm.
aunt can say, my nephew, my niece,
Hmm.
my nephew did this, my nephew did that. I want my family and people around me to have that person that they could say did that. And that's the same way I feel about my kids and everybody around me. Um, and I stand on that, and I stand on that with my children. I told them I want them to be in college. Try to make sure they have that experience and all this sacrifice that we're doing is so you can do that and do
Yeah.
things that we thought was impossible in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are things that I'm about, and this is what I stand on. This is what a lot of people stand on. If people don't know, I'm a barber. That's my this is my shop, and that's my shop in the background. Exotic cuts and lots. So a
Yes.
lot of the things that I'm talking about comes from a lot of great conversations that I have with a lot of great men that come in the barbershop. That's kind of not heralded, um, because men that that take the title of father and everything are not very popular. A lot of times they do a lot of work, a lot of things that they family appreciate, but that's not as fabulous as like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people that make it.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I speak for them too. You feel me? I speak for the people who need a haircut Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
know, is
Look, I
everybody?
have a I have
Auntie?
a question for you. Look, first of all, this is my barber. So for those of you guys who constantly ask me who cuts my hair, this is my barber. This is my go-to for years.
Mhm.
Um, being in the shop with you, I have heard some great conversations. And I remember a conversation that you had not just about your son, but about your daughters. And you were saying that how important it is for men to teach their daughters how to be daughters and how they're supposed to be treated, and not just playing up the young men in the family and having a double standard. Can you touch base on that a little bit?
Yeah, accountability. That's what it's about. When my daughters, they're accountable just like my son is. Meaning the things that you know and that you are taught and that you don't follow, the consequences will come. And you're accountable for some of those situations. So we have rules, you know what I'm saying? I'm like what they call, I say I'm like a reverse girl dad. I had my son first, but I had three daughters right after. So my life is really about their safety. So a lot
Hmm.
of things that I tell them is for their safety, just so that they could come to get to me. And I don't believe in um, I don't believe in a lot of things that's touchy, that I don't want to get on because I know a lot of people going. But as far as my daughters, certain things that I always say, I'd rather you be upset with me when you turn 25 or 30 years old. And you like, I can't stand my dad. And they say, why? Because he didn't let me spend the night over nobody's house. Because he didn't let me party when I was 17. He didn't let me go to the movies. If that's why you mad at me when you get older, I accept that.
Right.
Once you start at a young age being bending too much and doing all that, now you got to deal with the consequences of, some of the consequences you can't take back. So I know what I was as a kid, and then I know what's going on now because I'm a barber, and I'll sit on the top of the movies or the bottom. I'll sit in the front row and let her be up there with her friends. I'll sit across the whatever. You can go to everything. You can go with your friends, but either me or we in there. You know.
Love it.
And,
Mama,
if they mad at me, they mad at me. I
he
I
telling
know.
y'all
I've
the
been
truth.
through it.
He
I
gonna be
said,
there. That's right.
hey, listen, when I say I'm from New Jersey, when I grew up in New Jersey, that's a different place, and you see a lot of different things, and 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 that's another thing I had to learn, the not to expect certain things out of my children because they wasn't raised and the way we was raised, because a lot of things that we learned and we did was out of necessity, and
Mm.
they don't have those they don't have those worries, and they don't have to pay their own phone bills and find their shoes and all of that stuff growing up, so they don't have to
Right.
overly get out here and hustle, and you
Uh,
like that, you sell some candy, you like do something, you know.
right. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you know how we was, so and so I try, like I always laugh with the kids and talk to the kids, and my growing up, one thing that we did do is talk a lot as a family, and you know what I'm saying, and and I always just wanted to have something solid within
Right.
ourselves to build on. I always was a kid like one of the a rich doctor uncle and and we ain't got nobody that play this and want to play. You know
Nah.
what I'm saying? And as you get older, you start off kids and everything. Like I always say, when it comes to this parenting thing, because I really can talk about it now as a fellow parent, because now I'm in 25 years of this,
Yeah.
and it very much is a learning process, and it's very much a learning process that you got to learn and change your actions in. You gotta learn. You can't just, you know, you messed up all them years when they was young, and you just say, "Oh well, I learned." No, you got to be able to say, "You know what? Those years that I was part, like with me, I partied a lot when my kids was young. I was a promoter, and I was a kid having a kid and all of that.
Hmm.
But at one point when they got in high school, I had to be like, you know what? It's not my goal no more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time. That's why I got in Bible school and we got stable and turned into it. Because at some point, you got to start putting back in. It's hopefully just
Right.
not too late.
Yeah.
You know, if and by the grace of God, moms was still accepting of me, and they was able to get me back into their lives 100%. And my daughter, I wound up getting custody of my daughter. Then my son came and moved with me, and it all just came into because it was all in God's plan. He
Yeah.
wanted, I guess he wanted me to get it out the way while it was early. Now we got a happy family. We all together. I got booty, and I can't
Yes.
I can't do nothing but praise him
Yes.
and keep going and keep trying to live. You know what I'm saying? In the positive light, and you know try to do right.
I kind of understand this, but maybe I have to touch on this. So for you, how important what is it for you to be a good role model to your children? I mean, I know when you was when we were in New Jersey, we were fighters. We just had to do what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're older and you have your own business, your son has his own business, your
Hmm.
daughters is going to college and
You got a home, your home.
home and everything, and that didn't come from where we actually, it came from where we can, because we grind. That's just a grinding thing we did. But now it's important for them to see you as a man of God, number one, a father, number two, but a provider. So how is that more important to you now than it was when you was out there partying, like you said, you was out there doing your little thing.
Mhm.
How important is that?
It's important for me to be a role model to everybody. Actually, I'm in my real dad bod stage, so I'm 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 really a role model to everybody around me. When they come in there and they say that, see that's my son right next to me, that inspires people. When they see our cars, that inspire people. You know what I'm saying? I I never believed nobody that talked. I
Mm.
never, because I've been around people that talk your head off all day. I've always been a show you do the dirt type of person. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? So everybody know, a lot of people know my walk. A lot of people know where I started from to where I came from. I even with promoting and the salon and the charity and everything till we get to right here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
everything's authentic, everything's transparent,
Yep.
and that's what makes people see it as inspiration. Because people remember when I used to try to rap and everything.
Yep.
And they see me, I turn to a nice old man, and they see my son doing it. So they
Yeah.
like, man, you can be cool and work. You can still
Mhm.
have a Benz and have a job. You ain't got to risk your life, and you can still have a happy life without being on a rah rah. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Because
Yep.
my life is
Mhm.
for my kids. I'm trying to see them graduate. Kyle, I don't even want to go nowhere where I even think I need any type of gun protection. If I feel like that now, I don't want to go.
Right.
Love it.
That's
Love
how
it.
old
Right.
I am.
That's the maturity coming in.
Yep.
Now, nephew, you just said something that's important. You said that you're a role model to everybody that's around you, and you have a great platform, your barbershop. People come in and they do talk. Some of them come in not just for a cut. They come in sometimes to just kind of get some things off their chest.
Right.
How many people come to you? Have you had people to come to you and ask you to mentor them? Because, like you said, they do. They see you and your son in there working together. That bond, that love that you guys share. How many do you get people that come to you for that?
Yeah, a lot of people just come and they bring their sons and they would just come and talk and like the atmosphere at the barbershop is an atmosphere of family. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We have a loctician named Keisha. Uh, that's my son aunt. You know what I'm saying? And we are very big on family. We very big on respect. We very big on integrity. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things we speak on in there, and people feel good about bringing their kids, their mom to get a cut. Anybody feel good about leaving their people there because they know what type of people are in that shop, and that
Mhm.
matters. It matters. So anywhere you at, you know what I mean, and I'm really big on just doing the right thing now, and and the right thing comes back around to you.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's my
Yes.
baby. Y'all don't even know my
Yeah.
chest. I'm just all like, my chest is like out. I mean, I'm like popping my own collar like I did it. I just love you so much. We're going to take some of these little comments on the side. We
Yeah.
don't want to go off. But you see something? Let me see. Cindy said, let's just get some of them and get you.
Okay.
Cindy said, we are truly so proud of you as a family member and example of the next generation. You know that's right. You
Thank you,
know
guys.
that's right. You
We
know that's
Mhm.
trying
right.
to. We trying
Yeah.
to.
Yes. You got one,
And
Vern?
Mhm.
uh-huh. And Yulon said, "Thank you for sharing this, young man. I mean, truly, I have only one son, and I get it now."
Yes,
Look at
ma'am.
you helping out.
Yeah.
Look at you helping out on looking. And Tara said, living in your truth, being true and authentic self, being you and not putting. I'm sorry, and putting on a mask for the sake of others, and that's amazing. Love that. You
Thank
know
you.
that
Hmm.
right. You know that. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Yeah.
You got one.
Uh-huh. And this gospel outlaw said, "They'll be mad in the moment, but not later in life. That's when they will thank you."
Yep,
I agree with
I agree with that.
that.
Hey, my sister on here, she said, I agree, nephew, and with a father in a girl's life, it is so important. You know
It
that's
is.
right, Rhonda, because
That's
I
right,
think I lost
Mhm.
Auntie.
my
That's
I
right,
lost
Auntie.
yup. I think that's where my identity was going because I was so busy trying to find out who I am. You know, and my nephew's just, I'm gonna tell y'all something. He's speaking his truth, but he's speaking
Yes.
for a lot of us. Even though we say a father figure, millennium, and stuff like that, that went on in the generation where I'm at now. You know, my mom was a good mom. She, you know, I learned as far as mom how to be a mom. But I've let a lot of the fathers get away with being a real dad because dad wasn't there for me. So when he said child support and stuff like that, I let daddies get away with it because I didn't really get into, oh, he needs to take care of this, that, and the other. And now I look at now the identity of my sons. Well, what I got good boys. Let me just say that right now. My son, he take care of his children, and you know my other ones don't want any right now because they feel like they can't take care of them right now. So
Mhm.
I get it.
All
What
of
my
us. All of your nephews and
Yep,
sons and everybody in our family, we take care of our kids.
yep,
There ain't nobody
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
related to me don't got their kids at the
right.
Thanksgiving. We don't
That's
do that.
right. That's right. We take care. It'd be a whole bunch of us. Crew.
Mhm.
All
That's
right,
right.
Cindy. Let's see what you said, Cindy. Cindy said, yes are just being open to learning and receiving truth, make and be the change in the world. You are building a legacy for yourself. It's God's grace that has covered you over the years. You got that right. You got that right,
Mhm.
cousin. You see
God
something?
Yeah.
knows it's gonna
Mm.
turn up.
You know.
Yeah,
From this, I gather, that like you saying, the millennial dads stepping up. And I'm seeing more and more of that. I look at my two sons. One son has two children, one son has five children. And when I tell you, they're not, one of them is with one of the mothers, but the other one isn't. But when I tell you the co-parenting, it is something beautiful. Sometimes I sit back and say, I can believe this, but it is amazing how they when my son had another child, he went to his first child's mother and said, hey, this is happening, I want you guys to meet, I want my kids to be brought up together. And he made it a point of being involved in all of their lives to where they all get together, get the kids, spend time together,
yep.
the whole 9 yards.
All at the
And it is a
football games
beautiful,
and everything.
yeah,
I mean, the baseball games and everything.
all
I
together.
admire that about your children,
Yeah,
Yvonne.
yeah. So it's amazing what you said is so true. Once you step out of what this is costing you and start realizing what you're gaining, it's
Right,
something kind of wonderful.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, Mira, I didn't know you was in here. First hand experience. Don't know where I. Let me see. Hold on. Let me highlight it. She said, first hand experience. Don't know where I would have been without you. Always proud of the man you are. You know
Oh,
that right.
That's my
oh.
sister. I love you, Big Boy. All right, all right.
That's
All right,
another
baby
diaper
right
that I
there.
changed.
All right, baby
Yes,
right there. I
yes.
Off
know.
the collar, baby. Let me
I
tell you
love it.
something.
She an auntie
Right?
though. She an auntie now, but it's all good.
Yes, yes.
She finally got
Mm.
that boy, so she know.
Yeah, yeah. If I couldn't do it, she came through, boy. Ooh, I always gonna love her for that one.
No, you know that right. That's love all day long, man. I'm excited about you, Ozzy.
Yeah.
I want you to tell them, just one more before we get off. What made you? And this is the question. You ain't got to take it a whole, all out loud. But I know you always been an entrepreneur. Even when you was out there in your life, you always was low leading. You led. You was out there singing. I seen you doing comedy. I seen you do all. Now my baby he has his own business. He has, and he told you he's right behind you. I see it. I'm gonna put it up here myself because let me say something. I'm excited because when I go over there, I see all love right here. This is
Yeah.
his business, storefront. right there in the front and center. Why was it so important for you to get yourself established with your own and not work for anyone and everybody else? Because you never really you always wanted your own stuff. You
Yeah.
always had your own and you did this. So what was that? Why was that so important for you to do that, to become that entrepreneur?
Again, go back to New Jersey, hustling. Since I ever can remember, ever in life, I've always found a way to make $1 out of 15 cents. My earliest memories is memories of me bagging groceries at ShopRite, staying after school, selling the candy, uh, buying candy when I used to take my little sister to the babysitter. I used to get everybody money and go get them jingles and nine lasers and keep their change because they couldn't count real good. I was just talking about this with my sister. It's so funny. I always had, I don't know, it was always something in me that able me to count very fast, faster than people, and read. And so my life. I remember I used to make the little T-shirts over your house and go to the school and sell it with bubble letters, and and my mother's a hustler, so I know my biological father was a hustler, but my mom is like an undercover hustler too. She'll go out there and get it too. So you know, I,
Yes.
it's in me. So when I always had jobs, always forever, I always saw it as a stepping stool to something else. I never seen
Mm.
myself in the future, like when I worked at jobs and everybody else was like, "I'm gonna be the manager and I'm gonna be this." I used to be like, "I'm gonna quit when I get this certain amount of money. I'm quitting to do this." I always knew that I was gonna, because I lived too long hustling and doing clubs and creating my own revenues, avenues of revenue just on my
Mhm.
mind. So once you do it for 10, 50, you have a knack for it. And entrepreneurs are nothing but prolonged hustlers that
Right.
Right.
realize you might as well put it in. And, you know, we just hustle and did it for a long time and say, let me get an LLC. It's
Yes.
something here.
Yes. Let me do this right. Let me do this
Right,
right.
right,
Fall back on.
right.
Man, as y'all can see on the bottom right there, y'all want a fresh cut, even some locks done. I got that address right there.
Mhm.
That's,
Right, right. That was the
y'all, when
best.
y'all going on over there. Yeah, I know you want them to know the phone number, so I didn't get the number up there. So just go ahead on and announce it, so they need to call and get their
Oh no, they just do the Instagrams.
okay, so you're doing the
Yeah,
Instagram. All
just,
right,
just
so
put it
y'all,
on there.
here we go. That's
Yeah,
our Instagram right there.
right.
That's our Instagram.
And
Y'all
I
want to get in touch with him on Instagram? That's at Sunny D. Was it done? Sundone.
Sundone,
Sundone.
Sundone the
I
one.
love that. Sundone, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Also, you on what, Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook is gonna be Moolah Barracuda. You know,
There it is.
uh,
There
oh,
it is.
yeah, Instagram is Sundone, and once you get there, then you'll see the exotic custom locks page and all things like that. We had to switch it up, so I don't know where the underscore go at. That's why I don't want to say it.
All
But
right.
if you put this in and that in, you'll get to it. On Sundone, we're in there.
We're in there.
All right.
I'm so excited
All
for
right.
you, nephew. I appreciate you for
Yes.
going on here and
Thanks
talking
for
about
having me.
your bag.
Thank you so
And
much.
I need to get them on there and get you so they can hear the funny one of you. Your comedy. He's serious, baby. You know where to place it, baby. We
Uh,
always, when we have family functions, we always ask him to be the one that comes up here and make sure everything flows, because he's just that person. As y'all can see, we got nothing but love for this young man. He was my first. When I say first, the first diaper change, first I used to sit there and just go get over to the house and dress him up and sit on the porch with him.
Make us, don't forget about make us hold your ear while you suck your thumb. Don't forget about
He
that job.
always played with their hands and stuff. It was my
Sit
heart.
there
That was
and
my
let you
heart, man.
sit right, and then she didn't like my ears because they was too little. So she pushed me away and then got my cousin Darrell ears. She
Oh
told me
my
I
goodness.
was a little bit hurt by that too because I was the first ear she played with. And then one day she just did something like, I don't like your ears. They should look good. I think that was my first rejection in life too. I think that's
That
the
sounds
first
just like
time I was insecure. I was like, what's wrong
ooh.
with
Yeah, I'm a thumb sucker. I
Oh
always
my
been a
goodness.
thumb sucker. My whole family sucked thumb. My sisters suck their thumbs, and my aunties and them, they suck their thumbs. So what I do when we suck our thumbs, we play with each other's ears. We always rubbed on each other's ear. Well, my nephew's ears are really little. So when my other nephews came along, their ears was much bigger than his. So I would tell him, "Oh, you don't like your ears. It ain't this high, this small." But yeah, baby, you got big ears now. You still got
They
the little
still
ears.
little.
They still little.
My
Little
daughter
ears.
just told me the other day, Dad, is my ears never gonna grow either? My ears gonna be like this forever
Yeah.
too? I said, like, what are you talking about? She said, like yours. You still have baby ears.
Amira, Amira, she know about that, baby. And Rhonda, I used to play with Rhonda. I used to get mad at Rhonda because Rhonda would want to lay in my bed next to me because she's a scaredy cat. She used to want to lay next to me in the bed, and I'll be like, you can't lay next to me in the bed if you won't let me play with your ears. So, of course, but as a family thing, I love you, bro, nephew. I appreciate you. We gotta get you back on here, and this is not the end.
Yeah.
We gonna. I believe we need to start talking more about this entrepreneurship and building yourself up because right now I've seen where you came from and I see where you're going. I appreciate all the talks, all the love,
Yeah.
everything about you. Everything. Even when you're getting on the nieces and nephews and the cousins, and you get on them, you stay on them. You make sure that everything he's saying, it's reflection on even our lives. All Carolyn kids, baby. We're Carolyn kids. We're Carolyn Grayson's kids, and he's one of the ones. He's the oldest. He's the first. He's our first. My first nephew. The oldest are my mother's grandkids, and let me tell you something. He holds his position. You know, he's showing everyone what it's supposed to be like to be not only a cousin, a nephew, but a man. And I really appreciate that, buddy. You're my heart, my love, my life. Let me get the heart together. There it is. There it is. And your children, you got the most beautiful children. One just
Yes.
graduated this year, going to college.
She there. She
Yeah,
down
she's
there.
in college now. The other ones, I mean, come on now. This is, and then you decide to
Tank,
start all over.
Tank said, y'all never say nothing about his barber college. He
Ah,
said, y'all say that like, he said he
yeah,
graduated. He went across there. Y'all act like he's us.
we,
He
well,
said, y'all jump right to, he said, so he ain't go to no university. His don't count. He went to Barber College of Atlanta.
yeah,
Look,
he
his
went through it,
count.
but
He
you know
went
what?
up there.
He went through it so quick. We ain't half the time didn't even know he was
He
in there.
did.
He
He
just
went
did
straight to
his
the
thing
jail.
quietly. He
I
laid
just
back.
looked up. He
He
was
did
he
it.
was cutting hair.
Yeah, he was out there already cut there.
Yeah,
We didn't say nothing too
Yeah.
much about it.
yeah.
But congratulations,
Yeah,
nephew. We got
we
you,
was
boo.
laughing about that at the shop the other day. We be like,
Yeah.
dang, y'all just go to our University, Alabama, Xavier. Technical schools don't get no love in this family.
Well, yeah, not trying to be funny, but Your children has broken the barriers of college because a lot of our children didn't graduate and go to college. A lot of ours. So yours did. Yours doing. Yours doing it.
Hmm.
And we are grateful for that.
Breaking those
Right?
generational
Yeah,
curses.
we're breaking them curses because we
And
have a lot of
it's an ongoing process. It
right,
ain't done yet, and
right,
nobody kids actually done yet. I went to the barber college when I was like 38.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Hmm.
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I went to actual bar. I'm not one of the people that just picked up clippers and played nobody here. I,
right,
I definitely went to school and got my license and all the stuff they gave me, and you know what I'm saying. So man, I'm telling you, these experiences and looking at the future and not wanting to to struggle
Peter.
because now we got a glimpse. We can see
Yup,
things that we couldn't
Yes.
see before.
yup,
So
yup,
now it's more
Hmm.
important than ever to have yourself something for
yeah,
when you get older to do or to be. And that's what I always tell them.
yeah,
My kids personally, I tell you never see a doctor working at Walmart sometimes. You never
right,
see a lawyer at Home Depot. If they lose that job, they another lawyer somewhere else. A teacher gonna
right,
teach. Whatever
That's
you
right.
are, you're gonna be. And I just say, just be something.
right,
Hmm.
Once you be something, then you can explore all the other options on earth. But be something that you can be, and whenever everything falls through, you move to California, you move wherever it's at. If you're a teacher, you're gonna teach. You're
yeah,
a
That's right.
nurse,
That's
you're a
right.
nurse. Whatever you is, but just be something. And,
That's
yeah.
and
right. Love it.
that's what I try to get in their heads.
y'all see
I
what
love that.
y'all see where all that intelligence come from, y'all. Yeah. Y'all just this is the touch of the iceberg. Because let me tell you something, there's a lot more of us up in here, baby. Let me tell you, we're some smart family members here.
Tell you.
I love you, baby.
And
We
then
gotta
one of them,
get off.
you gotta get Darrell. You gotta get Darrell on here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to get all y'all on there. We already Millie was already on here, so we trying
Yeah,
to get them
yeah,
all.
yeah.
We get them all. I
Hmm.
want them all. If I can get you, if they want to come, I am open to bring them in. We had all
Yeah.
the siblings on here. They all came on one time. So if whoever, I'm ready. I am so ready for all of y'all. I love you, nephew. We got to get up
All
off of here.
Love you,
right, love you. I
nephew.
gotta go
Thank
to
you
work.
again.
Yup.
All right,
And
love y'all. Thanks for having me. I
oh,
love y'all. What's in the bag? All my family on the side. I
yeah,
read. What's up, Chanel? Next
yeah,
time I come to Jersey, I promise I'm gonna come see you. I ain't
yeah.
seen you in like 20. No, I saw you when you came.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
But
Well,
when I come to Jersey, I'm definitely gonna check you out. Auntie, I love you.
I love you too.
Cuz, I love you. Sis, I love you. And everybody, I love everybody.
All
All
right,
right.
buddy. All
All
right,
right.
we'll be seeing you. I'll be talking to you in a few. Don't go nowhere. Hey, y'all, what about
Hey.
that segment? How was that segment? Hey,
Yeah.
you
Great
know, it
segment.
makes me feel good to bring my family members in here so y'all can see where the branches rise and where the root starts. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because we have a good family. We have a wonderful family. So what you guys say, Yvonne, before we get up off of here?
Hey, you guys know everything that we do during the week. You got motivational Monday, talk about it Tuesday, Wednesday, thankful Thursday, and Friday. Continue to support us and join in the conversation. We
We
appreciate
grow.
all of you guys because it's been a lot of
It's
fun.
growing too,
And
baby.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. And for all you guys that's been sending people our way, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
thank you, thank you.
And I just want to give a little announcement. When you invite them to join our group, tell them that they have to go back in and accept the
Approve
approval.
it.
They
Yes.
have to go back in and they have to go back in and accept it. For whatever reason, Facebook is not letting it auto accept like that, so they have to go back in
Yep.
and accept.
Yep.
And that's all that I have for
Oh, yeah, we
today.
got YouTube. We need y'all to go ahead on tell them to subscribe on YouTube. Get on YouTube. It's
That's
What's in the
right.
Bag 21. Please go on there and start subscribing. Get some subscription on the
Yes.
topics. We have so many topics on here. Just as great as this one today. I mean, We done talked to doctors, lawyers, teachers, preachers. We done talked to just everyday people. We done talked to
Yeah.
professionals. We done marketed. We done, I mean, prophetesses and all kinds of
Actors,
people,
actresses,
actors.
writers.
We have so many topics that comes up. You know what? Because the bag is so big. And you know, whatever is on people's mind, we are releasing it here on What's in the Bag. And I love this about it because there's no topics off limit. You can
That's
talk
right.
about whatever. We have people do Tartar. If you do Buddha, if you black, you white, you Hispanic, you don't. No matter where you are, we all got bags. We all got minds. We all can relate to one another. Come on
That's right.
on YouTube and have them subscribe. You know, let us get some more algorithms so we can move forward in this. Because guess what? We ain't going nowhere. We gonna be right here. And
That's right.
also, we got, if you want to give us a call, you want to be a part of What's in the Bag, if you want to talk about maybe something you think we should be doing, a topic that maybe really comes into your mind, you could either do us or DM us on Facebook, or you could call us at 833-520-9482. Yvonne's extension is 700, mine is 701. If you want to talk to us, you got some ideas, you got some things you want to talk about,
That's
come
right.
on with it. We waiting
Or
on
even
you.
if you want to become a part of What's in the
Yes,
Bag, reach
yes.
out to us.
Oh yeah, we also have the Film Fest coming up in October. Y'all
That's
gotta
right.
remember we are actually looking for as PBS. Yvonne, can you put that in the comments? I meant to put it in the comments. For the PBS,
Okay.
just right quick before we go, we're to go and go online. I did not put it up in the layers. I am so mad at myself.
What is the Peachtree International?
Film Fest.
PIFL.
You got it?
And then that's October the 16th.
Yes. I'm and there's gonna be a commercial. We're getting this commercial together. But if you merchants, I'm gonna say this right now. If you want to get a table after today, the table is $500. After Monday. Monday is the last day for our for any specials. After Monday, it will be $500. So if you want to sell something, y'all out there want to get y'all a little table to go ahead and get y'all products out, you better get it before Monday or after Monday.
Get online and register.
12 o'clock a.m. I was told that they will no longer have any more specials for that merchant. So go on the website, which is pv.com. We're not PIFF, it's PV.
PV. Peachtree.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Peachtree. Hold on.
Peachtree Village International Film Fest.com. And you could go there and, you know, you want to sell some things, you want to come down, you want to get you some tickets. We asking everybody to come on and just, even if you just come down and check it out, because you're going to have so much fun. I enjoyed it last year, and it's even
We sure did.
because it's the 25th anniversary? The 20th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, the 25th anniversary.
Anniversary. So, you know, they going all out. We're going to do the red carpet this year. Thank you, Lord. We got to do the red carpet. We're going to be pretty, baby. I'm so excited, baby. But anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of What's in the Bag.
Thank you, guys.
We get ready to get up out of here. I got to get ready for work. Love y'all so much.
Thank you guys again. Look, it's so beautiful out there today. And as always, stay blessed, be blessed, and have a blessed day. See you guys.
Share this to some of these young millennium young men out here, and you know, share this. Let them know that this is a very great topic. You know, just share it. Let everybody know what's going on, because he talks some good stuff. And you know, some of these guys need to know. You know, stick behind your children. Stop worrying about the mamas, because that's what we be looking at, mamas and what they do. Love y'all.
Right. The new norm is staying in your child's life.
The new norm. I love that.
That's right.